Jamila, Freelain, your host, and if you haven't caught this show before, then you're missing out. You definitely got to stay tuned and keep watching more episodes of the Encouraging Words Show. Now, the Encouraging Words Show, for those of you that are just tuning in and may not have seen the show before, we're dedicated to students and parents everywhere. So whether you're in middle school, high school, or you're an adult even returning to school, this show is for you. We want you to leave this show being inspired, learning some different tips and strategies about college and career prep, and also understanding how to save money in terms of college costs. Now, today I have with me a wonderful, self-proclaimed comic book geek. He's also an author, a college professor, a journalist, a podcaster, and a superhero, as a matter of fact. Dun-dun-dun. So, without further ado, I have with me today as my special guest, Charles Easley. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me hang out with you guys.
No problem. I'm so glad you could join today.
Thank you.
So, true to the word, encouraging words, I know you to be a very inspirational and very positive person. And as an author, you've written some books called The Misadventures of the Urban Nerd. Let's tell the listening audience about that book.
Well, The Misadventures of Urban Nerd is basically about a young black boy who grew up in the inner city. He's it's around the 70s, so we got afros and bell bottoms and P-Funk and the flashlight. And he's just this little black boy who refuses to let society, his family, the kind of neighborhood, any kind of external forces basically determine who he's going to be as a little black boy. So he's into comic books, he's into sci-fi, he's into reading. Wow. He's an intellectual,
and urban nerd.
He's a nerd, but like back then, we've kind of evolved into nerd being cool.
Right.
Back then, it got your butt kicked.
Yeah.
So he was
So
he which I think speaks to his character because he kind of stood into that character and basically uses his imagination to really kind of get out of all kind of like crazy adventures growing up in the inner city. So he kind of walks to his own drum.
Wow. And from what I understand, then, you've not just created one book, but you created a series based on this character, Brandon Bailey, right?
Right, Brandon Bailey, or BB.
Or BB, okay.
Good old BB. Because we all got nicknames.
That's right, Pookie, BB, gotcha.
Little man, all that. So his family brands him as BB. That's why his family, his friends call him BB. But basically the series is kind of like all through his adventures. The first book, which is I'm BB, which is basically just kind of introducing him, his adventures.
Okay, let's hold that up for the listening audience to see.
It's in mundane things, like, just something like as simple as going to the washateer. Back then when you can drop your kids off with like mace and a GPS and all this other stuff, his mom would drop them off because, we didn't have a wash and dry. So, he'd be loaded down with a pocket full of quarters, and that was his thing. He'd have to sit up there and wash clothes, and he was the only boy, so he's embarrassed because he's washing all his sister's stuff. And
that's an experience. It's a character builder.
It's a character builder, And so one of the scenes is he's in the washateer, and this older
washateer.
That's what we call that in the text.
Okay, I was waiting for laundromat to come up, and I didn't hear it. I was like, okay, I've got another new. Okay, a washateer.
Washateer.
Okay, so that's a regional thing.
That's a regional thing.
Okay.
Okay. What do y'all say?
Laundromat.